Tea time. So I'm going to be doubling this first episode segment as something else, because there was a Nintendo Direct announced recently, but I won't actually be able to watch it live or react to anything, but I need an intro sequence. So, Rafi, what are you expecting in this upcoming Super Smash Bros. Direct?
A new character.
A new character. Sakurai had an entire Direct of his own just for a new character.
Probably, like, some other bits, but... like...
I mean, I could see him doing that, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you expecting from the Super Smash Bros. Direct on Wednesday?
A new character reveal is most like... If they're going to do more. Probably, like, more levels. If like, the bonus bits. Like, there. Custom level creation. If they want it. The terrible board game, if they're doing that. Okay. Rip. Oh, I lived!
Yeah. So fairly in line with mine. I'm predicting one newcomer.
Okay, can't do that.
Yeah, I'm predicting one newcomer, maybe one or two echoes being announced. You know, similar to how the last time Sakurai did something like this, you had, you know, Charizard and Greninja revealed, but Charizard wasn't a new character, but they had to pinpoint because, hey, Charizard's no longer got the others with him.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was only one newcomer the last time they did something like this, so the rest were smaller things, like these characters are returning. So I'm expecting a similar thing. If we get anyone other than a newcomer, it'll be just echoes.
Oh, Jesus!
And I expect the more of the focus to be on game modes and such. Maybe Sakurai will once again want us to do more Smash Tour. I think a lot of the things will be things he's mentioned in, you know, like he'll go over the stages, but he'll also talk about stuff he's already got shown off in the Nintendo website, because not everyone follows that. So, for instance, no one, you know, if you didn't follow Game Explain on the Nintendo website, you wouldn't know that Delfino Plaza is returning as a stage, because that wasn't shown off at E3, but it's been shown off in the Nintendo website now. So, lots of stuff like that. Oh, thank God. And I think he'll reiterate the one thing he said, I will talk about this later, which was how to unlock characters.
Yeah, that's probably going to be
which I think is going to tie into the new exclusive mode. You know, like the Smash Tour equivalent, or the Smash Run, or the Subspace Emissary equivalent.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll show off like what they're doing with arcade and stuff as well.
Classic, yeah. It's a really pickle. I think the best classic modes have been... well, I think a lot of people really like the 3DS version of the classic mode, but not everyone played through that because, you know, it's the handheld version.
Yeah. I didn't buy it on principle, but it killed Ice Climbers.
Yeah, but
of course, Olimar to be unplayable.
That's my expectation. There's plenty of characters I could hope for wanting, and some I think actually have a decent chance. So
yeah,
I'm split. I'm either thinking that he'll, in terms of newcomer, reveal a character to appeal more to the Japanese fan base, given that Ridley is being referred to as Captain America. So I'd like a Japan appealing newcomer, but mainly because, you know, Lip. I'd go ecstatic for that.
Yeah, I think you might be biased.
Although there is one character who, well, a game got released recently. She's got an extra promotion, and she appeals very much to the Japanese. Quite a lot of people are expecting Ashley to be revealed.
Ashley would make sense. For some reason, the only thing that popped in my head was Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
Which would be impressive.
I'd certainly choose that as a third pie over Simon Belmont.
Apparently, Cooking Mama's actually married.
Yes. She's a whole family.
Yeah.
She's also a mum.
Well, it makes sense given she's called Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
But it just never dawned upon me. Alright, give it to me. Yeah, just shut up and give me the number then. God, I can't wait for you to die.
But yeah, so those are my expectations and such, and we'll, you know, I'll talk about what I've ended up watching. Won't be live watching, just see how it is, so cheerio for now.
Electrified.
Simon flippin' Belmont! Oh, gosh darn it! Just...
oh, we don't have much development time development for new characters because we've brought everyone back. But apparently I don't have time to add in yet another third party. Heck, another Konami third party. Heck, a Konami third party that isn't Bomberman! Oh my gosh, oh, this Nintendo Direct ticked me off right from the bat. And the thing is, like, if you just took out the Belmont thing, like, there would be things that annoyed me. I mean, okay, like here, just for the Belmont thing alone, let me include on my on screen a list of Nintendo characters that aren't in Super Smash Brothers, as playable roles. Some of the ones who are either, represent a whole series or, prominent characters in the sort of other series or series which Nintendo series don't have much representation. I'll include a wall and all of them, and then Simon Belmont, a second Konami rep, who, have been so important to gaming recently, haven't they? And, Simon Belmont, again, Bomberman's a poor assist trophy. Even though he's now owned by Konami, he'd at least represent a different company because he's truly Hudson. Poor Hudson. But no, we get Simon Belmont instead of all the characters on screen. Some of them got revealed as assist trophies already. Some of them have just been revealed as assist trophies. Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay, let's get the bad out of the way, because there is good in this Direct. It's just that the start of it ticked me off so much. So let's get the bad out of the way. Well, first off, there's Simon Belmont as a playable character. So there's all this Castlevania stuff, which is like, oh great, more third parties. There's still so much Nintendo stuff that isn't represented, but hey, we got time to throw in more third parties, eh? Oh, again, I wouldn't mind third parties so much if they were guest characters, but they keep coming back. Do you remember that Simpsons episode with the comic book guy and Stan Lee in it, and Stan Lee's at the comic book store, and he never leaves throughout the entire episode. He remains at that comic store. It's like that. Like, it'd be cool to have Stan Lee around for a while, but not forever in the comic store. And that's the same with the third parties. They just are staying. Oh, but okay, let's disappoint myself with ways outside of that. Well, okay, a very slight criticism. The way they showed the music thing seems unnecessary, really. Like, you can use your Switch as a music player as you walk about with it turned in sleep mode. Yeah, that requires the Switch to be out in the exposed, because for some reason someone thought, hey, let's give the Switch a touch screen so it gathers dust in seconds. It's a fragile thing compared to other Nintendo systems. Unless that's fortified in some pretty heavy box, I put it in a case and then put that said case in a bag just to make sure I can bring it out anywhere. But to have it just loose in my handbag with headphones sticking out of it, I mean, oh my gosh, no, that would damage the poor thing. That is just reckless using it like that. I mean, your phones, Walkmans, everything's so much smaller and more compact to use, so I'm not sure why that's, let's see. Oh, Ashley is an assist trophy. Yeah, that wasn't even announced with any fanfare. Didn't even get a name drop of, hey, it's Ashley. No, it's like, there are plenty more assist trophies, and in fact, they should have Bomberman as well, so hey, at the same exact time, I mean, Bomberman was already known, but Ashley and Bomberman on screen, both as assist trophies, both, who I'd quite liked. I mean, Bomberman, again, third party, so, I wasn't as keen on him, but still, Ashley, despite how everyone was hyped up for Ashley, because there was a lot of evidence leading towards Ashley. She's been a lot of promotion thanks to WarioWare Gold, and heck, this Direct is so close to WarioWare Gold's, release date. But then it's like, no, she's just an assist trophy again. I have many other characters, but again, if they're wasting time with Simon Belmont, then I'm pretty sure I haven't got high hopes for the characters I want. But yeah, so Ashley's an assist trophy, that hurt. Kind of half and half. They introduced the squad mode. That's cool, but it doesn't look like it's a standard sort of mode, like, stock or sort of thing, like I was hoping for. And it also looks like it's only 2v2 from the looks of it, which seems strange. It's like, you're showing with Smash Tour, you can do it 4 players having that thing. But hey, maybe it's just what they decided to show off. Maybe it's actually more expansive than that. Also, more Echo Fighters. I'm not a fan of Echo Fighters. I will admit, hey, Dark Samus, okay, that's a pretty funny one as an Echo Fighter, because, Metroid Prime 2 echoes, okay, that's pretty funny. Nice to have Metroid have proper representation. It's a shame it's an echo, and because Dark Samus could have a real unique moveset, but hey, take what you get. But hey, you know what we needed? More Marths! We needed more Marths, so they included another Echo. You know what we needed? More Awakening, as if Awakening doesn't get talked about enough in the Fire Emblem series. It's like, you could have made an Echo of Ike or an Echo of Robin. You know, you've got a huge Fire Emblem franchise of list of characters you can pick from. But no, let's add in Chrom, even though he had a perfectly reasonable inclusion the last time. I mean, Robin's included, Lucina's included. Now Chrom, hey, let's make it an Awakening party. Half the Fire Emblem roster is Awakening characters. The heck, at least all the other Fire Emblem characters represent a different entry within the Fire Emblem series. Oh, it's like if they had, for the Mother series, they had a NES, and then instead of going with Lucas or Nintendo or characters who can represent multiple entries like Geekway/Gigas or Porky, they said, let's have Paula, even though, and then because NES steals Paula's moveset, let's give Paula NES's moveset. Oh, okay, but you know what? There is good. There is some good. There is some good in this. King K. Rool deserved to have been playable ages ago, much like Ridley. King K. Rool is now finally playable, so about time! Disappointing as a counter, because so many characters already have counters, but hey, he's got his Crown Fur, his Blunderbuss. I always forget how big King K. Rool is. Holy heck, he towers over Donkey Kong. And with the King K. Rool and Castlevania trailers, they once again showed off that there's a consistent theme of death in these Smash Bros. Trailers. Everyone has died in them, except for the Inkling one, but the Inkling one with the fiery hell landscape kind of looked like someone was going to die in that trailer anyway. They just cut it off before then, because, they're 14-year-olds. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of death in these trailers. Weird that. Good things. Like I said, Dark Samus, he has an appearance. King K. Rool was in. Let's see, the stage transition thing they've introduced, I think it was stage toggle or whatever. Well, the stage has a toggle, that's really cool to have. And the stage transition thing where you get to choose two stages and they stage morph, that's it. And they switch between one another. Really cool idea. I like the sound of that. There's a plethora of stages. It's a little bit, on the one hand, it's disappointing that, they're all pretty much returning stages. And a lot of them are like, this wasn't properly balanced in previous games, so I'm worried about how they're done now. But otherwise, pretty cool. And that at least, you can always just turn off the ones you don't like and then pick them out. You can relegate Echo Fighters to the back screen where they belong. You can relegate them to the sort of character slot. I mean, Marth's going to be clustered with Chrom, Lucina, Roy. Oh wait, Roy's not an Echo; he's a clone. Okay. I mean, even the good section, I'm getting very niffed off. Just very niffed off. I should be focused on the happiness, but Smash Bros. Doesn't allow me to focus on the happy. Let me focus on the happy. Ridley's in, King K. Rool in, characters who deserve to have been ages ago. They're in, and there's plenty of opportunities of other characters that I think should be playable to get in. Let's see, other things worth mentioning. Let's see, what was that thing they introduced? Oh yeah, stamina. They got stamina now as a default mode, and they have stamina stock matches, which is really, really cool. And I think that's a bit out it, really. That's pretty much it for the good stuff. I mean, it's 27 minutes. They're like, the rest I'm kind of neutral on. They didn't tease. They teased this new single player content, but they didn't actually show any of it off. That's apparently at a later day. Well, they'll probably reveal another character that either gets me angry. But yeah. So aside from the sheer amount of anger I have brimming through me, another thing that kind of can anger me. Lipstick was shown as an item. Not the end of the world. I still think Lip has a chance of being playable even with her item shown off, because the item doesn't even do anything that's specifically related to a game anyway. It's just a flower on your head sort of thing. So I still feel Lip can be in, even if her item is. And there's always a screwball and such, so it's not an absolute limitation, but it's still annoying. It still worries me a little. Plenty of my characters didn't get shown off. Like, I was going for the assist thing, bracing myself. I mean, I wasn't prepared for the Ashley thing. That really hurt. But, when Knuckles popped out of the ground, I was worried that was Dylan there for a second, seeing the digging motion. But no, still got hope for some of my characters, so. Yeah, the Castlevania stuff ticks me off. This constant attention to third parties, it's just. This is a celebration of Nintendo, and they haven't celebrated all of Nintendo yet, and they're still shoving in all these third parties, and often taking away a lot of the attention of these Nintendo characters with the third parties, which really always irritates me. Oh, that was the other thing, a really cool one that I like the sound of, the Smash Showdown mode, where you basically each go through each of the characters, and every time a character is used, they're eliminated from usage until every character has been gone through. That is a really cool idea. That'll be a really fun party night to have, doing that. So yeah, let's end on that positive note. Yeah, they've got stamina mode, they've got Smash Showdown, and King Crawler's in. Let me push aside the negativity and end on those positive moments. Let me hope for some of the characters, actually may have been deconfirmed, but on equal tiers of I've written out a list of like most wanted characters. On equal tiers, Yuri Kozukata and Bandana D are characters I also want, and Bandana D seems very likely, but then again, so did Ashley. But, let's figure the positive. King Crawler's in. He finally got in. That's good. He deserved it. The trailers are still looking cool. Stamina mode, Smash Showdown. Let's focus on the cool. Hopes up, positivity. Let's banish the anger, the amounts of anger I feel. Let's just look that way and just think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, everyone. What do you think? What were your thoughts on the Smash Bros. Direct? You're probably not as angry as I am. I get very passionate about Smash Bros. For reasons that are too personal to really say in a little YouTube channel video like this. But, I'd like to hear what you think. You probably got calmer. I know I've already talked to Rafi. He's a lot calmer about these things. He doesn't put much personal stake in much of anything. So, me, you can see how I am. Shame I didn't have a tea. A tea would calm me down right now, but I didn't have time to prepare one. In any case, share your thoughts as well, and cheerio!